crazy seller's market of the past couple years where buyers will overpay for poor quality homes is no longer here. If you want to maximize your profits when selling your home, it's imperative that you take time to prepare your home for sale. I'm going to break down the exact steps you could take to ensure that your home is shining for any prospective buyers. I'm Jacob Helmrick with the agency by Tariq El Musa, powered by eXp Realty, and I specialize in helping people save both time and money when buying and selling homes. If you have any questions about real estate, I'd be happy to connect with you. All of my information is linked down below this video in the description. There's even a link to my direct calendar where you can schedule a one-on-one call with me and we could go over any questions you have. I'd love to connect with you and help you on your real estate journey. This video is going to break down the exact steps needed to take to ensure that your house is ready to show and sell for the most amount of money in any market. You can also get the free report, the 90 things not to neglect when selling your home, down below this video. So the first thing to note when preparing your home for sale is to realize that the success is in the details. What do I mean by this? You must cut the clutter. This means removing magnets and pictures from your refrigerator. It also means using the general 2/3 rule. The 2/3 rule is where you take any flat surface and you remove 2/3 of the items on those surfaces. It's also a good idea to just start your packing now. Because you're planning to move anyway, you could start to pack to save you time down the road from scrambling to pack, and you can also accomplish cleaning up your home at the same time. This will make your home more appealing to buyers coming through, and it will help maximize the space. Another detail to be sure to cover is deep cleaning. If you don't want to do this yourself, you could certainly hire it out to a professional cleaner, but we're talking things like your stove, underneath your fridge, the grout in your floors, or your backsplash. You also want to be sure to clean your light fixtures, change any burnt out light bulbs, and consider changing to a brighter bulb if your light will allow for it. This will make your home seem brighter, lighter, and more attractive to buyers. You also want to be sure to clean your windows and your window sills to make sure that those are sparkly clean. The next thing to keep in mind is what to do with all of your things. If you have a lot of things that are cluttering up your home, it may be a good idea to rent a storage locker. This could be temporary for a month or two, and it can really help free up space so that you're not walking over boxes and you're not cluttering up the home when you're going to be showcasing your home to prospective buyers. It may be a good idea to also rearrange your furniture to really showcase the space and maximize the space that you have in the home. And if you have unnecessary furniture, you could even consider removing a piece or two to really open up the space. Along with the space, you want to ensure that buyers can envision space throughout the home. This could be areas like your kitchen pantry, the cabinets, or even your closets. You want to remove a lot of items from these so that they can see how big those spaces really are. If they're cluttered with too many items, they're going to think that they're smaller than they are, they're cramped, and they're not going to see your home in the best possible way. The next thing is that you need to remember home is where the buyer feels at. While this is your home, your job is to showcase your home so that the buyers feel at home and welcomed and that they will put a good offer on your home. So one of the biggest things with this is you want there to be plenty of light. Natural light is better, but if you don't have natural light, ensure that all of your light bulbs are working like I mentioned earlier, and ensure that they are a high quality light that will shine bright. If you need to, you can always add lamps or extra light fixtures to help supplement the light. But if you do have natural light, it's a good idea to open up all of your blinds to let that light shine through. Another big turnoff to buyers would be odors. Now, odors can be something that you've grown accustomed to over time living in your home. So a good idea would be to have another friend or family member who doesn't live with you come over to your house and give you their honest feedback. They can let you know if they're smelling anything off, if anything needs to be addressed. A great way to help minimize these is to use air fresheners or candles. Just be sure you don't leave your candles burning when they're unattended. And good scents often elicit fond memories. So a great thing to do during showings would be to bake fresh cookies or a pie or something that's going to smell good. Just avoid anything that's too spicy or don't overcook it and burn it. One of the biggest deterrence of prospective buyers is pet smells. This could be either from the urine or just the smell of having an animal in your house for a long period of time, walking on the carpet, tracking things on the carpet, and getting their fur on furniture and the carpet. Realize that this probably needs to be professionally cleaned to minimize the amount of smell that is still remaining. But with that said, the only way to completely eliminate the smell will be to completely replace the carpet and replace it with something else. But with that being said, the only way to completely eliminate these smells is going to be to rip out that carpet and replace it with new carpet. So keep that in mind, that you may need to budget for that and either allow a allowance for the new buyers to do that themselves, or just be a little bit negotiable on the price. Another thing that can cause smells is dirty laundry. So while you have your house on the market, just ensure that you are staying on top of your laundry. I know that's an added thing, but having piles of clothes, even if they're in your hamper, can be a turnoff to buyers. Another great way to keep your home looking and smelling fresh is to have fresh flowers. These can smell great and they can bring great positive energy into your home, and prospective buyers will appreciate it. It's also important to remember that first impressions are lasting. In today's world, most people are starting their journey online. That's why it's important to have the professional photography. But also, when they come to your home, the first impression is going to be the curb appeal. A good thing to do is to go across the street and stand at your neighbor's driveway and look across the street to your home. Remember, you're looking through the eyes of a buyer, not yourself, so be critical. If needed, again, you could grab a friend to help you out with this process and get critical and see what areas could use improvement with your home. It's important to look at all aspects. If trees are dying, you may need to remove or trim back trees. Same with shrubs and bushes and flowers. You may also need to add new mulch on top of your current mulch if that needs updating. Another area to be mindful of is your driveway and sidewalk. These could use a good pressure washing. Along with those, you could also take that pressure washer to your deck, your patio, and even the side of your house. Just be sure that you're not causing damage to your home depending on the exterior that you have. Another thing to be mindful of that's a small detail is to make sure that all of your doors are opening and closing properly. Not only are they latching properly, but also that they're not sticking at all and that they loosely swing open and closed. You can also use seasonal decorations to help enhance the entryway or other parts of your home. Don't go overboard with these, as that could cause clutter, but a few key items placed here or there could go a long way in making your home feel welcoming. If you have any bigger items in your yard, such as a trampoline or a pool, it's important to make sure that these are secure. If you have a trampoline, I recommend just removing that for a couple of reasons. Number one would be safety. This ensures that no kids or adults are going to go jump on that trampoline and potentially get hurt. The other thing would be it just adds space. It makes your yard seem larger. And for pools, same thing. Just for the security risk, you want to be sure that the gate is shut and latched to the pool so that nobody is getting in there, especially small kids, while their parents may be occupied looking at other parts of the house. Now, for more inside of the house, for the dining room, if you have really nice plates, you can set those out on the table so that it's staged and looks really nice. Fresh flowers also make for an attractive centerpiece on any dining room table. Along with that, when you step into the kitchen, a fresh bowl of fruit could be a great way to welcome buyers, and it looks and smells great. You also want to make sure in the kitchen that all of your appliances are functioning properly, and if not, you want to make sure that those are addressed. Speaking of appliances, I know we talked about the magnets and pictures on the refrigerator, but you also want to clean off the top of the fridge to remove any of the items that are stored up there. And any appliances that you're not using daily, go ahead and take those off of the counters, whether that's an air fryer, a toaster, or a coffee maker. I know in my house, we usually keep our dish soap and our towels and sink stopper all up by the sink. All those items should be stored down below in your cabinet so that they're out of sight, making your house seem more welcoming and more pleasing to buyers. Your washer and dryer should also be cleaned. Your washer can have odors as well as your dryer, so be sure that you put your washer on the clean cycle so that you could clean that, and make sure your dryer is free of any lint or any other debris that could be stuck in there. It's also important to hide away any laundry detergent or anything that would be in the laundry room. Clean off those shelves and those space to make it look bigger and more welcoming to buyers. When it comes to bedrooms, you want want to make sure that every bed is made prior to showings. If you have any furniture in your bedrooms, you may consider removing that to really maximize the space. If your closets don't already have light fixtures in them, consider adding battery operated lights to allow more light into those rooms, make them bigger, make them appear bigger and more enjoyable to prospective buyers. Bathrooms should be pretty self-explanatory because I hope they're already getting cleaned regularly, but you want to be sure to get all the details in there as well. Make sure your counters are clear, the toilet is clear, that nothing is leaking, and you want to be sure that the shower curtain is clean as well. This could be a great place for mold and mildew to collect. If you can't get it clean yourself, it may be time to just replace the thing entirely. Now for the added bonus, the garage space. It's always a good idea to remove all your vehicles from the garage during showings. A clear garage is going to look a lot bigger than one with cars in it. It's also a great idea to pack up any unused toys or tools. These are just going to add more clutter to the space, again making it look smaller. So there you have it, a bunch of ways that you can prepare your home for sale. Some of these may be tedious, so if you can outsource any of them, by all means do. If not, just make it a big family activity. Again, I have my full 90 things report linked below, so you could click that link and get free access to that PDF, which will give you the 90 things not to neglect when selling your home. And to take a step further, I'll even include a link down below that will have my prepping for photos and video checklist. This is just a general overview of the things that should be done to ensure that your house is ready to go for pictures and video to make your home shine for those prospective buyers. If you have any questions on how to sell your home, what you need to do to get your home ready so that you can make the most amount of money on the sale of your home, feel free to reach out to me. I have my information linked below. I'd be happy to connect with you.